Hello guys, this is Priyatam Karri and welcome to Well This Week episode 14. Friends, since 7 months, all of us are missing our most important morning ritual, that is, reading newspapers. Because of that, we are losing vital information which the newspapers only can give. To fill that void, I am making an attempt to present the most important news in a week that you should not miss. National news MSP government procurement key to India's food security, says PM, speaking at a virtual event to commemorate the 75th anniversary of FAO. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated his support for MSP and government procurement of crops at a time when farmers are protesting against agricultural reforms. Mehbooba Mufti released after 14 months and PSA revoked. The Jammu and Kashmir administration has revoked the Public Safety Act and detention of former Chief Minister and PDP President Mehbooba Mufti, who has been under arrest for more than 14 months since the center abrogated J&K special status on August 5, 2019. Kharif food grain output likely to be record at 144.5 million tons. As per the Union Agricultural Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, food grain production in India for 2020-21 Kharif season will be 144.52 million tons against 143.38 million tons in 2019-20. Stubble burning. Justice Lokur, students to save NCR. Supreme Court appointed one-man panel headed by former Supreme Court Judge Justice Madan V. Lokur, helped by students of NCC, NSS and Bharat Scouts and Guides to help protect Delhi NCR from pollution caused by stubble burning in the neighboring states of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh during this winter. Labour Bureau to conduct survey on domestic workers. Labour and Employment Minister Santosh Gangwar has said that the Labour Bureau will conduct the first of its kind survey on domestic workers who account for roughly 3% of informal sector workers in India. Assam begins closure of 614 government-run madrasas. The Assam government has set in motion the process of transferring 148 teachers after a decision to close down state-run madrasas or Islamic educational institutions. International news. Immigrant origin youth are becoming face of education in the US. As per study released on Thursday, nearly 30% students enrolled in the colleges and universities in the USA are immigrants or immigrants' children in 2018. Japan to release Fukushima water into sea. Japan will release more than a million tons of treated radioactive water from the stricken Fukushima nuclear plant into the sea despite strong opposition from local fishermen. Kyrgyzstan Prime Minister becomes acting president. Kyrgyzstan Prime Minister Sadir Japarov became the acting head of the state on Friday in the wake of the President Surunbay Jibinko's resignation. Pakistan re-elected to UN rights body. Despite opposition from activist groups over its abysmal human rights record, Pakistan has been re-elected to the United Nations Human Rights Council. Knesset backs in Israel-UAE deal. Israel's parliament voted on Thursday in favor of normalization of ties with the United Arab Emirates. Israel to bring over 2,000 Ethiopian Jews. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told that his country has the intention to immediately bring over 2,000 Ethiopian Jews to Israel. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has warned China that its coercive diplomacy, repressive measures in Hong Kong, and detention of Uyghur Muslims are counterproductive for itself and rest of the world. COVID-19 news. The number of COVID-19 cases as per the date of publication are worldwide 3.93 crore cases and 11 lakh deaths. India 7.37 lakh cases and 1 lakh 12,000 deaths. Paper strip virus test to be out soon. Vardhan. A new COVID paper test, Feluda, developed by the CSIR Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology, which is quicker and cheaper, will be launched soon. Government identifying 30 crore who will get vaccine on priority. As the world prepares for a vaccine against COVID-19, India has started identifying around 30 crore beneficiaries, including high-risk population and first responders. Crucial times ahead. Health Minister, Union Health Minister Harshvardhan said the next 2.5 months are going to be crucial in India in fighting against COVID-19 because of the winter season and the festival season. Europe bows under second wave, tightens curbs. From France to Britain to the Czech Republic, Europe, the continent, is being engulfed by a second wave of COVID-19 infections. Theaters open after 7 months. Cinemas in several parts of the country opened after almost 7 months on Thursday. News on economy. Retail inflation spikes to 8-month high of 7.3% in September. Pushed by the rising prices of essential kitchen items, the retail inflation rose to an 8-month high of 7.34% in September. The Finance Ministry on Friday kicked off the exercise to prepare the annual budget for 2021-22. India's economy to contract by 10.3% this fiscal, says IMF. According to the IMF, India's economy is expected to contract by 10.3% in the current fiscal year as the country and the world reel from COVID-19 pandemic. Bangladesh topped India's per capita GDP. The IMF has projected that Bangladesh's per capita GDP in 2020 will be higher than India's in dollar terms. Environmental news. India second worst affected by floods after China. UN report. The UN Office for Disaster Risk Reduction in its latest study found that Asia accounted for 41% of floods worldwide and 93% of all affected people by floods between 2000 and 2019. It says India is the second worst affected after China with 17 floods every year. India elected Solar Alliance chief again. The International Solar Alliance on Wednesday re-elected its co-founders India and France as the president and co-president for a 2-year term. 8 beaches in India get blue flag tag. 8 beaches in India have been awarded the prestigious Blue Flag certification. The beaches are Shivrajpur in Gujarat, Gogla in Diu, Kasargod and Padubidri in Karnataka, Kapad in Kerala, Rishikonda in Andhra Pradesh, Golden Beach in Odisha and Radhanagar in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Odisha Zoo revives Adopt an Animal scheme. The Nandan Kanan Zoological Park in Bhubaneswar has revived its innovative Adopt an Animal program to mobilize resources for animals. Health news. India fares poorly in Hunger Index. According to the Global Hunger Index 2020, India has the highest prevalence of wasted children under 5 years in the world, which reflects acute undernutrition. Overall, India ranks 94 out of 107 countries in the index, lower than Bangladesh and Pakistan. India gained a decade of life expectancy since 1990. As per the study published in the Lancet journal, life expectancy in India has risen from 59.6 years in 1990 to 70.8 years in 2019, ranging from 77.3 years in Kerala to 66.9 years in Uttar Pradesh. Air pollution, hypertension among 5 risk factors for deaths in India. As per the Global Burden of Disease study, air pollution, hypertension, tobacco use, poor diet and high blood sugar levels were the top 5 risk factors for death in India in 2019. Science and technology news. 3 hours and 3 minutes. Astronauts reach ISS in record time. A 3-person crew successfully reached the International Space Station on Wednesday from Earth in just 3 hours and 3 minutes. Sports news. Swiatek, new Polish star in Paris sky. Teenager Iga Swiatek became the first Polish player to win a Grand Slam singles title when she beat Sofia Kenin in the French Open final. Nadal beats Djokovic equals Federer record of 20 Grand Slams. Rafael Nadal demolished world number 1 Djokovic in the French Open final to claim a record equaling 20th Grand Slam title on Sunday. Take a look at the IPL table as per the time of publication. Persons. Bhanu Ateya, India's first Oscar winner, passes away. Costume designer Bhanu Ateya, India's first Oscar winner, died. Miss Ateya won the Academy Award for Best Costume Design along with John Molo for her work in Richard Attenborough's 1983 film Gandhi. Malayalam poet Akitham passes away. Legendary Malayalam poet and Jnanapith laureate Akitham Achyutan Namboothiri passed away. Balvinder Singh Sandhu, Shaurya Chakra awardee who has fought against terrorism in Punjab for years, was shot dead on Friday by unidentified assailants. Noted Kuchipudi dancer and Padma Shri recipient Shobha Naidu has passed away. Nobel Prizes. American duo win Economics Nobel. US economists Paul Milgrom and Robert Wilson won the 2020 Nobel Economics Prize for work on commercial auctions. Important days. 11th October, International Day of the Girl Child. 13th October World Calamity Control Day. 14th October World Standards Day. 15th October Global Hand Washing Day. 15th October World Students Day. 16th October World Food Day. World Food Day is annually celebrated on October 16 to commemorate United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization's founding. 17th October International Poverty Eradication Day. Abbreviations: FAO Food and Agricultural Organization, GDP Gross Domestic Product, IMF International Monetary Fund, ISS International Space Station, MSP Minimum Support Price, NCC National Cadet Corps, NCR National Capital Region, NSS National Service Scheme, PSA Public Safety Act. For more videos like this, please like, share and subscribe to Priyatam Karri.